What's up, guys? I'm Carly.
And I'm Gabby.
So, if this is your first time seeing our channel, don't forget to click the subscribe button to see any more of our future posts and click the notification bell to get notified every single time we post, and follow us on our Instagram at Qoath.horror.
So for today's video, we are doing the long-awaited spoiler review for Halloween Kills. We usually do spoiler-free reviews, but we have so much to unpack and unload in this video, so much to say, so we really do need to talk about the spoilers here. So if you didn't watch it, please stop the video, come back when you watch Halloween Kills, but we're just gonna hop right into it.
All right, so Halloween Kills was supposed to be released back in 2020, but you know, with COVID and everything, it got moved to this year, which is honestly, it was worth the wait. It was released in theaters and you could also watch it on Peacock. And the brief synopsis of this entire film is that it continues from the 2018 film. So right where we left off, it's like we never left. You just continue right in. It's the same night, and it shows basically how the whole town comes together and tries to defeat the Shape, aka Michael Myers, an icon, a legend. He is the moment.
He really is. And I'm sure you guys have seen a lot of mixed reviews, mostly negative reviews about Halloween Kills. And if you're curious about our overall opinion, we absolutely love Halloween Kills, like with our entire hearts. And if you want to know as well which one we prefer 2021's Halloween much more than 2018, even though you guys know we love the 2018 Halloween movie. But Halloween Kills just hit differently, nostalgia wise, plot wise, just as a movie in general. It really did what we craved for it to do with Michael Myers and Laurie Strode, and just everything that the movie was supposed to be a culmination of. It did everything for us.
Right, and then we have an amazing cast in this film as well. We have Jamie Lee Curtis as Laurie Strode, and then we have James Judy Courtney as the Shape. Can I just say really quickly, James Judy Courtney is now my favorite actor to play Michael Myers. Like, okay, everyone else who played Michael Myers, you guys are icon. Nick Castle, we love you.
We love you.
But James Judy Courtney really captures exactly what the Shape is supposed to be. Like, of course, we watch the other films and, you know, we love them. But now we're given Halloween Kills. It's like, this is really what the Shape is supposed to be. Like, James Judy Courtney does an amazing job.
It's sort of like James Judy Courtney kind of revived Michael Myers' his entire, you know, persona and how he is. And I guess since we're talking about Michael Myers, the brutality of Michael Myers in this movie, we loved every minute of it, from the gore to the kills to the way that his mannerisms and breathing and walking and murdering was in this movie. It hit so different. These on-screen kills were so fucking amazing. So with Michael Myers, like the way that he's so brutal and the way that he's carrying himself in this movie, he is evil. That is the whole point of why Michael Myers' brutality was really taken at the forefront for the movie. That's the point of Michael Myers.
And everyone's saying a lot of the fact that like Laurie wasn't in this film.
I mean, no kidding.
That is a big topic that we wanted to touch upon, because like it relates to what Gabby was talking about with Michael Myers really being at the forefront, and you know, it just relates to everything. So when you think about it, the reason why Laurie Strode wasn't in it, I mean, like, I didn't write the story, so like I'm not like sure what, you know, Jason Blum was thinking about when he, you know, did the whole thing. But basically it kind of makes sense that Laurie Strode really wasn't super present in this film. First of all, she had just went through hell and back again in the 2018 film, so she's in the hospital. If we want to make it realistic, it makes sense that she is, you know, in the hospital recovering, because, you know, she's a baddie and she wants to like just stab herself with painkillers and go out and find Michael Myers. But like in reality, you see that she, again, spoiler, if you made it this far and you're still watching it, why? Go watch the movie first. You see that she still tries to fight and, like, you know, this and that, but she eventually goes back into the hospital because she needs to rest. She's hardly in this film. And I love Laurie. I love her. But I was so happy she wasn't in this as much as the 2018 film, because it sets her up to be amazing in Halloween Kills. And I feel like it was a good setup. Absolutely. We didn't need her to keep chasing Michael Myers in Halloween Kills, because then we get it. Everyone gets it. Doesn't matter how much you love this franchise. Everyone gets it. Laurie wants Michael dead. But if we had her in this like film doing the same thing that she did in all the other films, it would be like, okay, what's the next film gonna be like then?
The whole point of Laurie really needing, and Jamie Lee Curtis was a co-director, co-producer.
She's busy.
So, like, the whole thing, the whole purpose of her taking the back seat was not only to set her up for her huge role and impact for Halloween Ends.
Yes.
Like, she's going to have a big role in that movie, and that's the whole point,
So
because it's going to hit fans even more in a more powerful way with seeing her in Halloween Ends. But like, this movie had a lot of nostalgia and Easter eggs with characters. Like we were focusing on Michael Myers and the backstory with character relationships and just really the whole town coming together. Like it was a very emotional film.
It was.
So the fact that Laurie needed to take the back seat, it kind of emphasized the emotion of people around her and how Michael Myers impacts other people as well,
Right.
not just Laurie.
Right.
You know?
Exactly. And there was also a part where we find out that Lonnie's son is
Laurie's
Bonnie and
granddaughter.
Clyde, but he's girl version.
Really?
But we find out that Lonnie's son that's Lonnie's son, and he had like a little line, and he said that I understand that he was talking to Andy Matichak. I don't even know her name in the movie.
Yeah, I don't know.
He was talking to her, and he was like, I understand this affected your grandmother, Laurie Strode.
Yes.
But it also affected my father when he had a face-to-face encounter with Michael Myers, which is what Gabby was saying, because the nostalgia of this entire film is basically, okay, Laurie, we get it, but like other people were affected too.
We got Tommy Doyle in it.
Tommy Doyle.
And the nurse going to Tommy Doyle, the disrespect that the movie did to Tommy Doyle's character.
They did
First
him
of
dirty.
all, first of all, where was Paul Rudd to play Tommy Doyle?
Yeah, that's a
huge
problem.
question.
Like the
because
casting.
that was really concerning. I mean, the actor that played Tommy Doyle was fantastic, but
Yeah, he was
Tommy
great.
Doyle for us is Paul Rudd. Now, that's number one problem. Number two problem, why are we making Tommy Doyle look so idiotic and stupid? Because he knows Michael Myers doesn't talk, he doesn't scream. Like, why are we chasing an innocent, unfortunately deranged and psychologically unstable man to his death?
That was heavy.
How dare you make Tommy Doyle's character to be so reckless,
Yeah.
so violent, so inauthentic to, I mean, of course he's an older man now and he had a lot of trauma, but like, it just felt so inauthentic to the Tommy Doyle that we literally kind of grew up with.
Right,
in the
exactly.
movie.
And also keep in mind, we both went in very blind. We didn't
yeah.
watch a single trailer. Had no idea
No
what to
synopsis,
expect.
nothing.
We didn't read up on it at all. We didn't like look at any of the like main characters, like Instagram pages, like behind the scenes. Nothing. So blind, and we were very happy.
We were happy. And another quick thing about Tommy Doyle, you would think that since Tommy Doyle understands how Michael Myers functions, and I mean, like, not as well as Dr. Loomis, but whatever,
Right.
and Laurie, but like, he understands how brutal Michael Myers is. He understands his mannerisms and how you literally can't kill Mikey. Like,
Exactly.
Laurie tried to set him on fire, and he was still alive. How can the movie end with Tommy Doyle? Another spoiler, okay, being killed by Michael Myers because Tommy Doyle didn't hit him enough to kill him? I don't understand
That
any of these
ending
characters.
was a little problematic.
It was so disappointing.
Yeah, that was a little problematic because it made Michael Myers look weak. And
It did.
I really love Michael Myers because, he's my favorite slasher, as we all should know by now that
yes.
he's Michael Myers. It just made him look weak. I felt like it was just like a bunch of like citizens coming together to try to be like, he's not like just like a regular criminal and it's like, oh my god, we found him, serial killer, let's hit him, this and that. No, this is Michael Myers we're talking about. This is Dr. Loomis shot him 6 times. Like, how do you, like, what are you doing?
There's a lot of inconsistency because he was so brutal and powerful and Michael Myers was literally a force of nature in this movie. So, but then the end, he was a little weakling that could be beaten by citizens. There's no consistency with Michael Myers as the shape
and Karen
and
was
as the
so
evil.
involved.
Yeah, which is great because female power from generation to generation.
Right,
I
but
love
there
that.
was
However, Karen should have known
something.
better as well.
Yeah, she was doing a lot.
She really should have known better about how to take care of Michael Myers too.
Like, she came out of nowhere at the part because she was like, when her daughter was getting attacked by Michael, and then sorry, this is kind of funny. This was the ending. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
When the daughter, Andy Matichak, I literally don't know her name in the movie. I said the show in the movie. When Michael had the knife here, she was like, "Do it, kill me!" Blah, 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 blah. And then the mother came with the rake.
Yeah,
Karen.
yeah.
She came with the rake and Michael fell this
That's
and that.
it.
And then she took his mask and she's like running with it, and then she throws it, and then the citizens are there. And she's like, I got you where I wanted you to be or whatever. That whole thing was kind of comical for me
It is comical,
because
yeah.
Karen has been a skeptic this entire time.
Invalidating and gaslighting Laurie Strode.
Yes, like exactly, her own mother. And now she, with her Christmas sweater, she's running. with a Michael Myers mask, and she's like, I got you where I wanted you to be. Like, honey, you didn't want any part of this at first.
No.
Now you're running with a Christmas sweater on Halloween.
I don't understand
I can't
that.
even say with the straight face.
I know.
Because it was funny. Like,
so as you guys can see, we're still not done with our points, but this just goes to show, like, we love this movie, but there are a lot of problematic things with this movie that we are very open and honest about. Another thing, this movie did such a disservice to Lindsay. We literally ended the movie and we were like, what did they just do to Lindsay?
Where is she?
Why? What? It's like they hired her for 2 scenes and then she was gone.
Yeah. And it's crazy because she was the one character that was like the actual character from when she was younger. She was the actual
same person.
Actress from 1978.
Literally an honor for this movie to have.
Exactly.
Considering how monumental and significant Halloween 1978 is. Like,
yeah, exactly.
And then she gets 2 seconds in the movie and we don't even know what happens to her at the end. Like, all we see her is in the hospital at the end.
Because she was like rushed to like the emergency room or something like that.
That's a disservice to somebody that was so important to this franchise since the start.
Yeah. I remember we literally walked out and I was like, wait, what happened to Lindsay?
Yeah.
Like, where? Like, how do you be like, oh, you know, we want you in Halloween Kills, like, it's gonna be great, you know, for the fans to see you back on the screen. And then, like, first of all, like, they just made her very, like, not involved as I thought she was gonna be. Like Tommy Doyle, like, I just feel like it should have been like Tommy Doyle and Lindsay, like the dynamic duo. And then, you know, we have the nurse, and then, you know, we have Lonnie coming. Lonnie was more involved than Lindsay, and Lonnie literally had 0.5 seconds of a cameo in 1978.
Make it make sense. I don't really know how. And like we all know how important Lindsay was when it came to Annie too.
Oh my God.
I don't know. I just feel like the movie should have and could have done so much with Lindsay.
But they didn't.
They didn't. I mean, like the one thing that we appreciated was didn't the movie mention about how Annie was babysitting her on Halloween?
Yes, and then they recycled the clips and they showed her. And she was so cute with her pigtail, and she was just sitting watching her movie.
Oh my God.
So I just thought that they would make Tommy Doyle and Lindsay a duo. Especially it was like a cute, like when they were younger, they had like the cute little like crushes on each other because she wanted to like go over. Like it was a whole thing.
Oh my gosh.
So, you know, it was just kind of like they barely spoke, like Tommy Doyle and Lindsay. Like things happen. Of course, they're like in their like 50, whatever. But like I'm just saying, like for like the fans who really know and study the 1978 film, or just like regular like moviegoers who know the 1978 film, you would be like, oh, like this is great, they're together. And now it's like where is she?
Where is she?
You know,
honestly, I think those were all the issues that we had with the movie. So now that we did the negatives, let's rate them, because this movie is absolutely beautiful, and we literally were so emotional during and after them. She cried.
I'm just gonna jump right in and say the Donald Pleasance scene.
Oh my God.
Had me shook.
She grabbed my hand.
I had tears. I grabbed her hand. I had goosebumps. I was chilled. I was like, first of all, I did not know it was another actor who played Donald Pleasance, and they used prosthetics and SFX and everything like that to make it look like Donald Pleasance. I was literally just like,
CGI.
Whoa.
Like,
I thought it was CGI.
Yeah.
Or I thought it was like an uncut. Like I thought it was like extra footage that they never used in the 1978 film, and they were like, oh, let's use it for this is like a good opportunity to use it for this film, and they asked John Carpenter and they were like da da da, like this whole thing. But it wasn't that. They just literally filmed it with a new actor.
Wow.
And I really thought it was Donald Pleasance. I thought it was Donald Pleasance, and I wish I could like rewatch that scene. I guess that's why it's good if you can watch it on Peacock, because you can just be like, wait, let me go back.
Yeah.
But like I couldn't do it. It was so emotional for me because I love that man.
Oh, Grandpa.
I know.
Literally, Grandpa. Yeah, that scene definitely had us shaken. The scene where the citizens and the mob were chasing this, you know, the psychologically unstable man.
Very emotional.
That was not okay.
Yeah, it wasn't okay.
I was crying. We were both like so distraught.
It was very emotional.
It was.
And it truly shows, like, of course, it's a movie, you know, all those people, they were acting, whatever. But it's still legitimate, because it truly shows how one person can affect the mood of everyone and get everyone riled up. You're attacking the wrong person. Yes, he was in a mental hospital and he has some issues, and, you know, he's psychologically, like, you know, needs help. But that was not Michael Myers. That was not Michael Myers. And that's the one scene where Karen really became a baddie.
Oh my God,
with her Christmas sweater.
She really embodied Lori, because Lori would risk her. She's been risking her own life to get Michael Myers into the ground for good. And like seeing Karen as a female lead, embodying her mom, like that really empowered us as females. That moment.
She protected as much as she could. She protected that man.
She did,
and he was so startled by these angry people, and it wasn't even Michael Myers, by these angry people, and then he took his own life. And like, how would you feel as like a human being? You're like, oh God, I literally just like, and he's already messed up. So like now, like it was just such a heavy scene.
It was, and you know, his death and I guess the gore in general, it was so well done because everything looked so realistic. It was bloody, it was gory, it was in your face. Like the on-screen kills were fantastic.
Oh my God, and the way as he was falling, the POV shot, the way when you see his hand like about to grab the ground, like you can imagine, like I mean you don't want to imagine, but like you understand what I'm saying, like the POV shots, like he's going down, like so you know your hand, like it and it showed how it was so like seamless and like everything made sense.
Absolutely. And so then of course everybody knows and loves Big John and Little John.
Oh my God,
what a duo. And like honestly, that like the way that Michael Myers kind of handled their death was just it was like, of course, like it's sad that they died, but like there was a bit of comedy behind the stylistic choice with the kills, because Michael like positioned them
as the picture that was on their desk or the fireplace, something like that. And I also really appreciated the fact that they stopped making Michael Myers' house the spook house and they made it like someone was living in it. Because it shows like, oh,
time has passed,
exactly, let's move on. But Michael Myers, he still has a grudge and he's allowed to, so he's like, these people are in my house.
He wanted to come home.
But they, you know, it's now someone was living there, and that's why it made sense. Like, you know, he went after, you know, little Big John and Little John. And like those Little John. The post-production stuff, anything with like the sound, the music. First of all, John Carpenter and Cody Carpenter, this duo, father and son, you guys are killing it.
The score. Oh, and the intro to the movie, that was gorgeous. Cinematic bliss. With the visuals, with the soundtrack, just that. Oh my God, that gave us goosebumps
the entire time, honestly.
Really.
And like the way they made like different renditions of the original score, and then also they had like other little tunes in there too, and then the like just like the audio, like the sound effects, they made Michael sound so heavy.
Yes, they did.
And he walks so slow.
It matches James Judy Courtney's stature too, with the way he carries himself as Michael Myers, like big steps, big tall guy,
and like broad shoulders, and just like
breathing, the disintegrated mask, like everything with like stylistically Michael Myers in this movie, of course, like, you know, like certain movies do him justice, other movies don't.
This
like
Halloween
movie,
4.
oh my God, he had no cheekbones.
Exactly.
This movie, like we said earlier, it really just embodies Michael Myers as the evil, the shape, like everything like sinister that you can think of. And I also loved how they mentioned that Michael Myers, you know, like he killed his sister in this window, like like all of the Easter eggs were there. And like sometimes it's really not fun when the movie spoon feeds you information.
But
and
this one I feel like it was kind of necessary.
It was necessary. It was, because a lot of people probably went to the movie maybe not knowing the past events.
Or even not remembering, because like some people don't watch Halloween 1978 religiously, like how, you know, maybe we do or whatever, but like they still know Halloween, they still know Michael Myers, they still remember Laurie Strode and stuff like that. So, you know, of course, let them go see Halloween Kills. So when they go see Halloween Kills, they're like, oh wait, I remember that. Oh wait, and like a lot of people were saying that there's too many flashbacks, like the entire movie was flashbacks.
It was not.
It wasn't.
There was barely any flashbacks.
It was literally just the beginning when Tommy Doyle was like going through like the spotlights of everybody. So even if there were too many flashbacks, like one too many flashbacks, I think it was all necessary, because like we said, the whole point was very nostalgic. That's why the big deal, the big hoopla was that Lindsay was coming back, Tommy Doyle was coming back, but meanwhile Lindsay was there for 0.5 seconds.
I know.
If I was Lindsay, I would be like, excuse me.
I would be very upset.
Like,
if people really think that this movie has too many flashbacks, what about Silent Night, Deadly Night 2? Like, guys, that entire movie.
I think
is a
summary of the first one.
flashbacks in a movie, especially when the franchise is very long, it's continuous. Like, guys, we need flashbacks
Then,
because
like,
the movie caters to all audience members that way. That's the point.
Right, exactly. And I feel like if we didn't add flashbacks at all, and then you add these characters,
People would
like everyone, and then people would be like, oh, it would have been cool if they added like flashbacks or recycled some footage from the 1978 film. Okay, but we did that and now we're upset.
Yeah, and also
Like,
we have so many amazing, innovative, and gruesome on-screen kills, but we're all apparently mad about that.
Right. So
we just need to appreciate the legendary, the innovative, the incredible movie, and just be grateful that we actually can continue seeing Michael Myers on the big screen.
Right.
We can still be immersing ourselves into this story and investing our hearts into the franchise.
Exactly.
Because not every movie is gonna be on the big screen again, and we're gonna get remakes and sequels and whatever.
Yeah.
So I think that, like, yes, of course we can have our opinions, and like you can love it or hate it, like that's fine.
Right.
I just feel like we should just be grateful that we can, experience it.
Exactly. And honestly, like seeing Michael Myers on the big screen is truly incredible. We had, like, our audience was so good. We all laughed at the same things.
Oh, yeah.
We all like screamed at the same things. We all gasped at the same things. It was truly an incredible experience. We went to go see it at night, and everyone was just in such a good like mood to be there.
All dressed up with us.
Yeah, like full house too. So like it was just, so the experience adds to it too. We had a really good movie experience, which also adds to it. And like, at least for me, I associate films with movie experiences.
Absolutely.
all the time. Like, even if I watch it at home, I like remember how I watched it, when I watched it, who I watched it with. Like, that's just how I like to remember movies, and also like associate movies with. Now, like, technically speaking, we did all like the technical stuff and stuff like that, but honestly, this was a great movie. Halloween, of course, there were some, continuity errors. There were some like little bits and bops here that were a little problematic.
Yes.
But like, put that aside, and like, it was such a good movie.
It was a great movie, and like as a standalone movie, like, don't even associate the franchise. It's such a strong movie.
Yeah.
Execution was
Everything.
chef's kiss, beautiful.
Yeah.
Like,
Every cinematic like element, like film element. Oh my god! First of all, I just really quickly before we conclude this, there was a part where it was at the end. It was the funny part where Mike was surrounded by.
Oh yeah.
Mike, we're on like a nickname basis. It's fine. Mikey was surrounded by like the citizens. Like that. He picked up his mask. Every time he puts his mask on in any movie, well, not in any movie, but like in Halloween 2018, he had like put his mask on too, like from the truck at the like rest stop gas station. Anywho. Every time he puts his mask on, they do this incredible close-up.
Yes.
And that, they go like this. And like the corner, I'm like, wow. It's so powerful to me.
It is powerful.
Some people might be like, oh, it's just what. No,
because
that scene's important.
It's important because you know what? You are up close and personal with Michael Myers like that.
So yeah, we really hope you guys enjoyed this review. If you loved the film, let us know. If you liked it, let us know. If you hated it, let us know.
Let us know.
Honestly, everyone's entitled to their own opinion.
Of course.
I think the best part about a film in general, doesn't matter what film it is, horror, comedy, romantic, is that we all have such different perspective, and we perceive films so differently.
And that's the whole point of having conversations.
And I love it. Like, some people could watch a film, they're like, this is a really bad film, and like tell me why. Like, I kind of want to know why you think it's bad, because you just perceive it differently, and like, it's just so interesting. Or like, if they love a film that I didn't like, I wonder, what did they see that they like? Because maybe they liked this and I didn't like that. It's so interesting, and I love that conversation with
everybody's
people.
Perceptions, they could like we always have very similar perceptions about horror movies, but like, it's just it really makes you think, oh my god, like, did I miss this in the movie for me not to appreciate it? Like, people appreciate or are scared of different things, and that's why especially in horror, all of our horror movie experiences are going to be different in one way or the other, even if we have the same opinion. Like something in the movie probably affected me that it didn't Carly, or vice versa. That's the whole point of an individualistic, personal experience with a horror movie.
It's so
that's why we always say take our opinions with a grain of salt, because what's going to affect us or not appeal to us, might be the total opposite effect on you, and that's the beauty in reviewing horror movies and having discussions about it.
Exactly. So we hope you guys enjoyed our review. We had so much fun filming it. We just really wanted to rant. Honestly, you guys could just listen to this as an audio. Like, if you're in your car, you don't even have to watch it. Just like listen to it as an audio, and it would be great. So we hope you guys enjoyed, and we will see you in the next video.
Bye.